What's up guys, in this video I'll show you how to make the most revenue you ever made in your Q4, specifically the Black Friday Cyber Monday period. I'll try to make this video as short as possible and straight to the point, so let's get started. First things first, deliverability. If you start today, you have 1.5 to 2 months maybe to optimize your deliverability and make sure you don't land in people's spam folder so that they can actually see the content you're selling them, and by content I mean emails. Now, I've already done a full guide on this where I go full in depth, and here's a link to it. And also, I did a YouTube video going over the deliverability. It's on my YouTube channel. You can check it out by clicking the link here or just going to my channel, right? Now, in a nutshell, email deliverability is a system, and this is what you need to know. First, set up your brand and sending domain, and then set up your DNS records. And by that, I mean SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. Don't worry, this will take probably less than 15 minutes to do so. Just follow this guide I did here. Then send to engage subscribers first and expand over time. Again, I talked about it more in the document. Send quality emails that provide value or entertainment, ideally both, to your ideal customer profiles and that they're likely to engage with. Now, in this period, you don't want to push too much for sales. You want to save that for the November, for the Black Friday Cyber Monday period, right? Here, you want just campaigns that it's easy to engage with and that people will click, so you get a better sender's reputation, you get better deliverability, and you can maximize your revenue during the holiday, right? All right, next thing is timing. Two most important things are your offer and your timing, with your offer being the most important one. Now, you don't want to start Black Friday Cyber Monday promotions on the actual date of it, because your customers have a finite amount of money to spend, basically unlimited options. There are probably hundreds of brands who sell a similar product to yours, who also have info emails of your customers, and they will also be sending emails to them and offering them their products, right? Now, most people get paid on the 15th or the 30th, and unfortunately, most people live paycheck to paycheck, so this is the time when they have the most amount of money with them, right? And are most likely to shop. Now, because 15 is on Saturday, most of the people will get their payments on the day before, on Friday. That's 14th of November, and that's when you want to hit them with your first early access Black Friday Cyber Monday offer. So this year's Black Friday is, I believe, on the 28th, so this will be 2 weeks before the actual date, so you'll have 2 weeks of advantage on your competitors. Now, from there, you can either keep going with your first offer or switch it up depending on how well your offer performs. Next up is the Thanksgiving Day and the Black Friday, so that's 27th, 28th, and the weekend is 29th and 30th of November. And here you want to go for your best possible offer. And finally, you have the Cyber Monday, which is the 1st of December, and this can last for a couple of days up to Friday. And after that, you want to start with your gift giving campaigns for Christmas and holidays. I didn't cover that in this video. I wanted to talk only about the Black Friday Cyber Monday, but I will do a video on that too, no worries. So here is an example of your e-commerce brand's November campaigns, right? You can start on 30th with a quick email teaser that tomorrow people get early access for the Black Friday, right? And then you can send emails until like the 25th or the 26th. Then you have your Thanksgiving email, and then your Black Fridays, which, as you can see, will send multiple emails per day. More about that in a second. But all right, offers. Now you want to have different offers for each period, and by period I mean like early access, actual date, and Cyber Monday, because different people on your list prefer different offers, and you'll be also able to get more repeat buyers because nobody's buying the same offer twice. Like for example, if for early access you give people X% of site-wide, and then a person buys, then later for Black Friday you can give them a gift with purchase, and they also like that offer, so they'll buy again, right? But if you just keep the same offer, they'll have no reason to buy because they already bought that offer, right? And also you can leverage urgency and scarcity into your copy that actually has an impact. If you run the same offer and you don't switch it up, then your messaging won't just be so impactful. You'll be just another brand saying they're low on stock or saying that their sale ends, while we all know that that's not the case, right? All right. But by now you should have done your market research, and you should know what kind of offers would your email list love the most. If you've done campaigns in the past, you would want to go back, look what performed the best, and make your decision based on that. But you can also browse through your store and try to think from the perspective of your ideal customer profile, and also from the perspective of your margins and revenue maximize, right? To come up with your offer. Now, with that being said, here are 10 offers that work great for most of the e-commerce brands. And again, these work uniquely for different products, right? first one of my favorites, and one of my favorites as a buyer, not as a marketer only, is a free gift with purchase. So anything, you can also make a minimum cart value. For example, free travel size kit on orders over $75. Next one is site-wide sale, very simple, just X% of site-wide, no discount code needed, or you can also give them discount code. That's the second one. Then we have tier discount, so spend more, save more, right? Then we have free shipping, a lot of people like this one. A bundle pricing, buy the full set for $25 or less. This is great if you have multiple products, like a bunch of products that work congruent, that makes sense for you to bundle it up. Next one is buy one get one, or buy one get one half off, or buy two get one free, stuff like that, right? A mystery gift with orders over X, or just with any order. Double loyalty points. Obviously, if you have a points problem, you can, for example, double during Black Friday, Cyber Monday. This can be done for early access. This is a great offer if you have points program. And finally, we have the free upgraded. So get upgraded to express shipping free on orders this weekend or this Black Friday, Cyber Monday, right? Now, important, don't make the offers too hard to understand or too hard to implement for the person to use, right? Less friction, the higher the conversion rate. This is really important. All right, next thing, campaigns, so email and SMS. When, how many, and what angles. Now, this is probably the only time of the year when it's okay to send 3 emails a day. And not only that it's okay, it's a must. Because you're fighting with hundreds of brands all offering a similar product to yours for the same limited dollars in your customers' pockets. So not only that you have to, you must be aggressive with your emails if you want to maximize your revenue and get as many sales as possible. And here is an example calendar that you can use for your e-commerce brand. And this is the same calendar I showed you a bit earlier. And here are all the angles you can use for your campaign. Now, the angles of the campaigns are really unique to your brand and really unique to your products, and same as offers, right? If you saw that something over the year worked great in terms of campaigns, right angles, you can use those angles and just mix them up with the Black Friday offer to amplify the effect of the campaign, right? As you can see, I don't want to go through each of these angles because it will just take too much time, and I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. But I will leave the link to this document in the description below. You don't have to subscribe or anything. You can just click the link in the description. All right, so these were all the campaigns. And the next thing is campaigns structure. Now for the design, graphic campaigns, you want to put your offer in the about default hero section and make it extremely easy to understand and act on. You definitely want to include a button here. And here is an example from last year's from a band called Cage Muscle. And as you can see here, they started Black Friday on Veterans Day on November 11th, I believe. And you can see in the headlines 25%, 25% back in stock. But as you can see here, the promo banner, I don't know if you can, well, let me just open image a new tab. Okay. You can see here the promo banner restates the Black Friday offer, and it's also in the subject line. So don't miss out, 25% of everything. Say 25%, you get the point. It's impossible to miss for the reader, right? Same thing for a different brand called Bloom here. And the thing I don't like is that they use the same format over the emails, and it just gets too repetitive. I don't like that, but they did a great job with making it super easy for people to understand and click, right? All right, and the next thing is plain text. Now this is important. Do not sleep on plain text emails. These will be one of your highest revenue generators and a way to differentiate yourself from other brands. Ideally, send them from the founder or from the brand. Now, here is one of my favorite brands when it comes to email marketing. It's called Brez, and this is what they did last year, right? They started Black Friday like on the 11th, I believe, same as the Cage Muscle guys. But here is what they did for the actual Black Friday. So this is when it started, when it was like here, right? You see every other email is a plain text, and most of it is just probably from the founder. As you can see here, a CEO of Perez. So don't sleep on this. These are really good and will generate a ton of revenue. All right, next up, pop-ups and flows. Now you want to update your opt-in form to your Black Friday Cyber Monday offer for each of the phases, right? One for the early, one for the actual date of the Black Friday, and one for the Cyber Monday. And you want to update your flows to be congruent. So if before you did like 10% off site-wide, and you can be like Black Friday set up 50% off today, and people will be able to shop the offer without signing up, but you'll just get basically free signups without having to actually give them a bigger discount code or anything, right? So update your opt-in forms and then update your welcome offer. So for example, if the opt-in form said here's 20% off, then your welcome should say here's your Black Friday 20% off. So you want to update your welcome, site abandonment, browse abandonment, cart abandonment, abandoned checkout, and post-purchase flow. They should all talk about the specific offer you are having, and they should all be aggressively timed. By aggressively timed, I mean cutting down the time period between the email sequences. For example, I actually bought from this brand, and it was this specific product. They sent me this. I'm not sure if I bought because of the abandoned checkout email, but they sent me this email like 30 minutes, I believe, after I left the checkout, or was it the cart? I can't remember. Then it was another one like 4 hours later, then another one 20 hours later, so 24 hours from the first one, and it was basically 3 emails in a time period of 1 day. And I ended up buying, again, maybe not the only reason, this wasn't the only reason, but I'm sure it helped, right? And you want to talk about your Black Friday offer. You don't want to be like, hey, you forgot your product. You want to state them, hey, we're doing this offer, it's the best time of the year to shop, don't miss out, right? Same thing for your post-purchase, upsell them with different offers from what you're giving for the current phase of the Black Friday Cyber Monday period, right? All right, so that's it. So that was the last thing I want to talk about. So to summarize, you want to start promotions early, around November 13th or 14th, or you can even start on Veterans Day, that's on the 11th of November, to catch your customers' wallets before they're empty. Thing you want to do is you want to rotate your offers, so you want to have multiple offers so customers have a reason to buy more than once, right? Next up is increase send frequency. I cannot stress this enough. You want to send as many emails as possible. You will get a higher unsubscribe rate, but this is completely normal during this period, and it's 100% worth it. After this and Christmas period, you can go back to your engaged list, and your deliverability maybe will tank short term, but it's definitely worth it because of the revenue spike you will achieve. Now, especially during Black Friday weekend, the brands who send just one email will leave money on the table. They will just be buried in a sea of hundreds of emails in your customer's email inbox. And finally, you want to update your Popups and flows to capture, convert, prevent lost sales, and upsell people automatically, right? Alright, so that's it for the guide. Actually, me and my team are doing a little Black Friday, Cyber Monday offer sales. So for a limited time, we guarantee we will generate you the most revenue you ever did this Q4, or you don't pay for just one payment of $1,000. So me and my team will take care of your entire Black Friday Cyber Monday strategy for you, including making sure your deliverability is healthy and so you don't land in people's spam folder, helping you create unique offers that make the most sense for your brand, planning out the entire email strategy, so I'm talking timing and angles of your campaigns, writing, designing, and implementing all the campaigns, which is 20 plus emails, and all of the flows and opt forms inside of your Klaviyo account, and all of that for a one-time payment of just $1,000. So if this is something you're interested in, you can book the call below. I'm sure I'll leave a Calendly link in my description below. If not, that's cool. I hope you guys got some value from the guide, and again, you'll find the link to this gamma document in the description below, and I'll see you in the next one.